What is going on, everybody? We're about to go ahead and do another team recap, basically a season preview. We're on the Tennessee Titans. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. If we did one team every Monday, it would take us a long-ass time to finish that because we'd have to go through all 32 teams. And 32 weeks from now would just take a long time. If we did 16, we could do 2 a week. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We finished in like the middle of April, right around the draft time. So I figure that's a good start. So let's go with the Tennessee Titans. They are in the AFC South along with the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Texans. Now the Colts, the past couple seasons have been on the come up, and I really don't see them progressing backwards, especially with talks about the Colts getting maybe DeMarco Murray, things like that. But we'll leave that for when we get to the Colts. So they definitely have a tough division because you have to overcome Houston and Indianapolis. So that's already a tough start right there. Could they get a wild card spot? It's possible. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what their season spread was. They were 22nd in passing yards, 26th in rushing, 15th in opponents' passing yards against, and then 31 against the run. So, I mean, their defense is just rough. Now, I work for a training company, DSA, in Atlanta, Georgia, and we trained 2 players on Tennessee's defense, Derek Morgan and George Wilson, and one of their rookies too. I forget his name. And I feel like they're good players, but the team overall is just not very good. So let's go ahead and take a peek at their past season schedule and let's see were their games close, were they winnable, did they just come up short, or did they get blown out? Let's see, their losses by 16, by 21 plus, by 21 plus, by 1 point, by 2 points, by 15, by 14, by 3 points, by 21, by 21 plus, by 21 plus, by 5, by 7. So, I mean, a lot of their losses were smacks. Who did they beat? They beat the Jags and the Chiefs, and that was it. Wow. Chiefs week 1, the Jags week 6, and then went winless from there on out and pretty much got smacked around by everybody. So it looks like they need help on all sides of the ball. Zach Mettenberger and Charlie Whitehurst, they had 2 quarterbacks going on and off. Bishop Sankey, he ended up turning it on. He didn't get a lot of burn in the beginning of the year, but I kind of like what they have in Bishop Sankey. I feel like you need to find another piece of it. Whoa. ESPN coming out with these crazy ass ads. I feel like Bishop Sankey needs another piece to go with him, and I feel like it's not Sean Green. I feel like Sean Green has kind of run his course, and it's time to go ahead and find another one. Now, I don't think you go ahead and use another first-round pick on a running back like Tennessee did this past year. I kind of like Bishop Sankey, but I don't think he's a number 1. I think he's a number 2, a compliment back, or he could be a starter, but it's just their offense is already so bad that it's going to be hard for Bishop Sankey to do it by himself. So they need to find another running back, whether it be in free agency or in the draft. And then their leading receiver was their tight end and Delaney Walker, and then Kendall Wright right behind. So what do they need to address? First things first, who's going to be your quarterback? Is that Mettenberger going to be your starter? I mean, you just drafted him, so I figure they're going to give him another season worth to see what he has. Address the defense because you have players on that defense that can perform. You just need to bolster it up, help out the I kind of like their secondary also. Let's take a peek on their roster and see if they have any like standout players that I feel like can hold it down. They got Jake Locker and Zach Mettenberger. I think you should run with Jake Locker and don't even worry about picking up a quarterback. That's just me if he stays healthy. They got Bishop Sankey at running back, which I think they should keep. They need to find a receiver because Justin Hunter, McCluster, and Nate and Kendall Wright, I don't think that's a core that can get it done. I like Delaney Walker at tight end. I think he's a star. He's a stud. On defense, Derek Morgan, he's a beast. He's young. Jarrell Casey, again, good defensive piece. Who else? I'm just trying to think of names I recognize. Quentin Groves, to me, he's a solid linebacker. Dante Mock, he's not bad. Who else? Who else? Who else? Wesley Woodyard, he's good. Cameron Wembley, like they have bits and pieces. It's just their offense failed to score points this season. They got Jason McCourty, Bernard Pollard, Sensabaugh, George Wilson. Like they definitely have players in place on the defensive side that I think can get it done. I think they need to bolster up that offensive line and figure out what they're going to do at running back and make a decision on quarterback. Who's going to be the starting quarterback? I like their defense. Is it a championship-winning defense? No. They did good against the pass. I mean, their secondary and their linebackers can definitely run with people, but they had a hard problem stopping the run. So let's see what their blog is talking about. They had who resigned? One of their football executives resigned. Money to lock for Dexter McCluster. It's like, so now they're trying to decide who to give the money to between. I don't think you pay Dexter McCluster that $2.3 million. You can save that and give it to somebody else. I wouldn't pay him that money. And right now they have Titans rated as one of the worst pro franchises ever. Man. And then some people are talking about they should go with Zach Mettenberger. I just don't think Zach Mettenberger is the answer. He's a nice player, but I think you go with Locker. I think Locker has the tools. He has the arm. He has everything that he needs to succeed in that offense, and I think he can definitely get it done. Let's see if they're talking about anything else. Bucks GM. Titans number 2 is a very hot spot. It's like it's saying the Titans won't commit to Zach Mettenberger, but it's like, do you keep Mettenberger, Locker, and one of the Mariotas or Winstons on your? I don't think you do it. I think you can get done with what you have. I think you need to figure out that offensive line and find yourself a running back. Those 2 running backs aren't going to get it done. And again, I think their defense has the pieces in place. If they can just bolster up that run D, maybe get a couple linebackers, a couple of defensive tackles in there that can help, I think they can really make some moves. And then did they bring in Dick LeBeau? Former Steelers defensive backs coach Ray Horton. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Titans can't afford character miss. Yeah, so it's really just saying they're looking at DBs and quarterbacks. But I don't think you wasted on a quarterback. That's just me in my opinion. I like the defense. Figure out what you're going to do at quarterback. Find yourself a running back. Again, they're in a tough division, and it's kind of hard to see if they're going to be able to make it. They're saying the position that they need, though, is quarterback. I don't make that move. Maybe there's some Titans fans out there, and you can let me know more in depth of what they should do. It's going to be a tough division for them to win, but I think they can snag a wild card spot in the AFC for sure, because usually the AFC wild card is so all over the place when you got the Steelers and the Ravens and the Browns, and then you have like Houston in there, so they can definitely get in that mix and definitely make a play. There's definitely a lot of linebackers out there that they can make a move for, and I think they have the pieces in place to be a good team. How long is it going to take? I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. So I appreciate it, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Let me know if you like me doing 2 teams a week. And we'll go from there. Hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, tell a friend. We'll be on to Team 3 next week, and I appreciate it.